And hello guys, this time I want to tell you about Aces and Adventures game. I think I'm going to frame this review with the phrase nearly but not quite. This seems like a fairly good summary of my time with Aces and Adventures. You'll see what I mean as we go. But to put things in a nutshell, I really feel like I should have loved this game and I'm not sure why it didn't entirely float my boat. It was like all of the ingredients were there for something that I happily keep diving back into. They just weren't melding into a finished article that ticked all the boxes. This is my experience. Just because everything didn't play as nicely as I'd have liked doesn't mean it won't for you. Hear me out before making any rash decisions. In Aces and Adventures, you'll be taking a character, and the deck of cards associated with them on a deck-building poker-fueled adventure. This premise is the sole reason why I picked the game up in the first place. I like RPGs, I like poker, and I wanted to see who the two combined. The deck building portion of this idea works wonderfully. Mechanically, it's the best. I'm having a few problems with, I'm afraid. So, as I mentioned, you'll take one of the several unlockable characters out on an adventure with poker mechanics being used when settling battles. This is an initial problem. It's not really poker. So, in Aces and Adventures, you have your traditional deck of playing cards, plus some ability cards that are specific to their owner's class. You must then attack your opponent using poker hands. If your opponent can't match your hand, they'll take damage. This is where the initial problem comes in. If my opponent attacks me with a pair, I should be able to beat it with the two pairs, three of a kind, etc. Cause generally that's how poker works. Not in this case though. Here, if my opponent attacks me with two cards, I have to defend with two cards regardless of whether I have pair or not. If my pair is lower than my opponent's, I'll take damage as I will if I drop two random cards. If I play three of a kind, the same applies and so on. This isn't really poker. The ability cards are fueled by the matching suits and they're useful, but it doesn't alter the base mechanics, which feel a little bit strange. I actually tried to play two pairs at one point and was met with the message that it wasn't allowed for the purposes of balance. If I can play a basic poker hand, it leaves the poker mechanic a bit redundant. As a little side note to my last little point, I'm fully aware this is a game with the roguelite qualities. Before any of you come for me, I understand that this is where you need to complete everything in one run is coming from. The issue I have is that roguelikes and roguelites have to be skill driven to keep you coming back for more. The only element of luck should really come down to the weapons and skills you find in other games. If you die, it should be down to your own actions and not the game throwing a curveball that you can do a little or nothing about. All in all, Aces and Adventures should be a really fun time. What prevents this game from being something that will really draw and keep new gamers in RNG-based system that feels heavily skewed against the player? I think that this is something that's fixable and there's a really great charm in there somewhere. As I stand at the moment, I wouldn't really recommend Aces and Adventures to any but the most patient of players. If you're a bit of a masochist, have at it. I'd advise other cards fans to treat a little more carefully though. Aces and Adventures is a very polished, pretty and well-written RPG adventure. This is a game that should, by all accounts, be a real winner for fans of the card genre. The issue this game has is that mechanically it's suffering from very brutal luck-based RNG and some fairly loose handling with regard to the game of poker. I think if the devs go back and do some rebalancing, Aces and Adventures could absolutely be one to play. For the moment, though, you'll need to be a pretty patient player to turn a blind eye to the faults and keep coming back for more. So that was a review on the game Aces and Adventures. Thank you guys for watching, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, bye.